Welcome to At the Table.
where we are connecting entrepreneurs, discovering missions, and building communities with purpose, body, soul, mind, and business with
Charlie
and Heather.
with Women in Leadership. Hello and welcome back. Happy Monday, you guys. It is so great to have you with us at the table.
Monday!
Monday.
There's
I
so
am
much
Charlie.
power in Monday. And I'm Heather. And we love coming together to bring you Mindset Mondays and just bring fire and just, you can really have that power to choose how you're going to show up every single day. And Monday's a great opportunity to seize the day and the week and just, let's go.
And this week, with both of our books, The Secret Power of Yoga and You Can Heal Your Life, we are talking about the practice of practicing.
Yeah.
The practice of
Practicing. And it's exciting because when we pick the books, we're just, leaping in, deciding that we're going to do these books, and then how they mesh together is always just so eloquent and beautiful. And each week these books are amazing. So we're doing The Secret Power of Yoga by
Nishla Joy Devi.
David, and The Secret and You Can Heal Your Life by Louise. Don't ask me what book I'm reading.
Information overflow, right?
But what I really love is that Charlie reads these to us every Sunday, so we can go over, listen to her read them. We can listen to her again if we need to hear it again, and again if we need to hear it again. And we're going to be dropping them into the podcast too, so you can listen on the go. You can download it, and have these with you so you can hear them anytime you need to. I'm so excited for this.
Yeah.
Because
so now, not only is the reading going to be posted on Sundays on the YouTube channel, every chapter will be posted on our podcast. So you listen in or you can watch. Either way is good.
Yeah, we're so excited to bring that to you. So I've got goosebumps. I'm just excited. So shall we dig in? Because
dig in.
I have the newer edition. If you're watching and you can see the pretty purple, it's just a newer edition than what Charlie has because she already had it, and I had to get my own copy, of course. How else can I take my own notes?
Right. And you can head over to our website there's a link to the Amazon where you can order your own copy.
How cool is that?
How cool is that? So this week we are talking about the kleshas and dissolving the veils.
Let's say that word again. The kleshas. Kind of like feels really full in there when you say it. Kleshas. Okay. So there's 5 of them.
Yes. And the kleshas are the things that we tend to hold on to. Okay.
Like the cat. The claws. These are the kleshas.
Dissolving the 5 kleshas or veils brings forth the radiance of the divine self. Okay, so if you could break that down, your true essence will shine through. The 5
Retract your claws.
Right? The 5 kleshas or veils are avidya, which is innocence of our divine nature. Right? We are innocent in our true divine nature. We carry no fault, no blame, no shame. Asmita, undue trust in the individual self.
I think of this a lot when it comes to like people we idolize in life. Have they really, like, if you looked at them, they're still human. We're really on the same level with them. So by idolizing them or putting them up on a pedestal, it's actually hurting us.
Yeah. And when you when you think about people who we consider enlightened ones like Mother Teresa or Gandhi, they treated everybody on the level. Everybody. They talked to everybody the same. They didn't treat anybody special because they were the Queen of England or
Pope
or the homeless
guy
president on the corner. right? They treated
Right.
everybody with love and respect, and they treated everybody the same. Okay. Raga, excessive fondness of fleeting pleasures. So, this is where things like addiction come into play, right? What are we addicted to because it makes us feel good? Or what are we addicted to because it makes us feel bad? Right? So
True.
because
Or
we use fear
we
as an excuse to not do stuff.
stop calling us out, Charlie.
I know, sorry. Devasha, excessive avoidance of unpleasant experiences, fear and doubt.
And deciding something's going to be unpleasant before you even experience it. That's what we're talking about. Because you don't even allow yourself to have the experience because you've already decided it's going to be horrible.
Uh-huh.
So then you're missing out. You're actually hurting yourself because you withheld a potentially joyful situation from yourself where you could have learned something or grown or given. Because a lot of our gifts sometimes when we're nervous is because we're doing other things.
Mhm. I heard something the other day. Again, I glean information everywhere. That said that if you spend 5 minutes in tune with somebody, focusing on them one-on-one, face-to-face, then you it's better than spending the whole day with them unfocused. 5 minutes of your time of focused attention with somebody will give you more results, better results than spending a whole day with somebody unfocused.
We talk about that too, like by spending the time with our kiddos, right? Having that quality time versus if we just spent the day together doing whatever, but not really paying attention to each other.
Yeah, it's
Versus,
quality versus quantity. And often, if their quality of attention isn't getting them anywhere, they're going to want that quantity with you because they really want the quality. Does that make sense?
they're going to try to stick it out for longer,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because they want to spend that quality time with you, even if they're not getting it.
Yeah, and that's whether it's our kids or our friends, our community, right? We want good quality connections and relationships. So the last one is Abhinavesha, elusive awareness of immortality. So it's like we all know we're going to die someday.
But we don't need to focus every day on it.
Correct.
Because that actually makes you sicker faster
Mm-hmm.
because you're focused on it. It makes you frailer faster,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like you think of if you're saying things, oh, here's a good example. If you're like somebody says something super funny and you say, I'm dying, which is, to mean that I'm laughing really, really hard. But that's not the words. And even that is creating more attention to the fact that we will die eventually. So your body hears that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so then you get sick and you're still saying these things to yourself. And you get sicker and you're still saying these things to yourself. What, you see what happens?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And what are you telling yourself that you are actually feeding yourself? Because if you wake up every day and you're like, oh, my body hurts, guess what? Your body's going to hurt.
Every single day.
But if you wake up saying, I feel loose and flexible and my joints are supple, these things is what you create in your life. And as I did that, my elbow popped. That's cool.
That was cool. Your body's like, thanks. I needed to hear that.
Innocence of our divine nature, avidya, creates a fertile field where the dormant seeds of the other four veils take root. Think about planting those seeds. Innocence of our divine nature encourages identification with the ever-changing rather than with the inner stillness of the heart. So we know everything's going to continually change. Right?
I felt that really deeply when you read that.
Rather than with the inner stillness of the heart. We have our own inner stillness because everything else around us is like a tornado. It's always
Because we're the chaos coordinators.
Yeah, we're the chaos
I've
coordinators.
often envisioned my life like when it's really chaotic, like it's like a big storm and I'm the center of the circle and everything's just happening around me. So the way to calm that storm is this practice.
Mhm.
It's not a one and done kind of a situation. This is something you start and you cultivate over years. I would say this journey for me started like 6 years ago to be
Same.
here
6
in
or
this
7 years
moment,
ago. Mhm. Yeah.
in this moment with you and have this conversation where I can see it because I practiced it, right? I
Mhm.
practiced letting go and finding the stillness.
Yeah. Yeah. When
Boy, I'm glad it
undertrust is
started.
placed in the individual self, it is confused with the divine self.
That makes so much sense, right? Because then you get into comparison land. I can think of all the
Mhm.
labels that we use a lot, right? Because we're not sitting with ourselves. We're actually trying to be someone we're not.
Right. It's that ego piece,
Mm.
right? When we are focused on our individual selves, that's the ego piece.
Mm.
And there's a difference between ego and self-belief. Okay. Because when your ego is talking for you, you're in a place of you're trying to validate yourself because you don't feel like you're enough. It's fear and doubt creep in with the ego. And it does not
Ooh, ooh.
with the divine self. I know, right? Magic comes out of my mouth sometimes.
That's not what we want.
Um,
Right?
excessive
But
fondness.
it's that those seeds of the others that are sitting in there, right?
Yep.
The seeds of, undue trust in individual self, the seeds of raga,
Uh-huh.
excessive fondness or fleeting pleasures, the seeds of excessive avoidance, right? We plant those seeds in that, and if my heart. I'll feel it, y'all, right
What
here.
seed are you planting in your own garden to water for yourself, to care for yourself? Are you planting excessive fondness for fleeting pleasures, raga? Are you planting excessive avoidance of unpleasant experience, devesha, which causes disdain? Are you planting the elusive awareness of immortality that is inherent even for the wise? With keen observation and discretion, these kleshas become translucent.
And you can see it.
Mhm.
And I think that's right where we are today, right? Charlie and I can see it because we've been doing the work and we can see it. And that's why I get goosebumps. That's why I feel it right here when we're talking about it, because we can see it unfolding. Like, oh, dang it. Hate it when I do that to myself. But you know what I love? Awareness.
Mhm.
Because this
Awareness
is
is
the
cool.
opportunity. The
Yeah.
opportunity to see these and cultivate that change.
Mhm.
Should we talk about what's going on over here and You Can Heal Your Life? There's a lot more to this chapter. This chapter
Yes.
is very deep.
She actually has a couple really good examples of positive manifestation in her life in this chapter that I think you guys should definitely go check out. One is about her moving to California from New York And then the other one is that she talks about is about a new car.
Oh, that's this one.
Oh, yeah, that is this one, not this one. Sorry.
So there's
But this-
lots of examples in
Lots
both
of
of these
examples.
books about this, because this week in You Can Heal Your Life, we're talking about the daily work.
Yeah.
I enjoy practicing my new mental skills.
Mhm.
One more time. I
I
enjoy
enjoy
practicing
practicing my
my
new
new mental
mental skills.
skills. Mhm.
If children gave up when they fell for the first time, they would never learn to walk.
So true, dude. I remember when Andy first stood up and he was standing up and he fell and he hit his head. And boy, that kid did not want to try to walk for a while
Mhm.
again after that. So seriously, definitely let that fear of, yeah, totally.
The fear of falling. Always support yourself. She talks about her first lecture she gave, and she came off that podium and she's like, yeah, I did the best job. That was awesome. And then later on, hours later, she starts swirling in her head about what she could have done better, where she made mistakes, wanting to adjust things because, well, her saboteurs in her head were telling her stuff, right? We all
Right.
have those saboteurs in our head.
What do we, the itty bitty shitty committee?
Yeah. um, and then, she talks about how she got through that and then seeing the law working all around us. Right? And what's
And it's in quotes, so you want to talk a little bit about the law?
the law, right? The law, it's like the law of attraction, right? The law of abundance. The things that you manifest in your life coming to you, not necessarily in the way that you imagined. You have to be specific. We have learned this, but it's
Right.
always working all around us.
When you stop and think about the things or have someone reflect back to you, because even when dream boarding, right?
Mhm.
I've had Charlie come in and be like, "Oh, you manifested that. Oh, do you see where that is?" And because I'm in my own box, I didn't see that these things already happened because in my mind they happened this way, but in reality, I manifested them over here and it's already a thing
Mhm.
and you can miss it. So just, you can start to show yourself that this is a real thing.
Ways to reinforce your learning.
I love
Expressing
this.
gratitude. Always express
Hmm.
gratitude. Write affirmations. Sit in meditation. Enjoying exercise. There's many forms of
Mm.
exercise. Find one that you enjoy, that you like to do. Practicing good nutrition. Doing
When you
affirmations.
fall in love with like that beauty of your plate because it's beautiful, because the food on it is so beautiful, and
Mhm.
you connect to that you grew it, or it's
Mhm.
another level, right? And then you're using that nutrition in your body. So, yeah, okay.
Doing affirmations aloud. It's okay to talk positively out loud to yourself because your brain hears it differently than if you were just to think it. Because
Yes.
when you talk out loud, your brain doesn't have time to make judgments. It's too fast. But when you think about these affirmations, that judge tries to get in there and be like, are you sure about that? So telling your affirmations out loud to yourself, your brain processes it differently. Sing
I love
your
this one.
affirmations.
When you sing it, you create vibrations.
Mm-hmm.
And we talk about vibe, the quote of what vibe is and your energy fields.
Uh-huh.
But a lot of times words actually have a vibration and they vibrate through your body.
Yeah. Did you guys know that Snoop Dogg has a kids cartoon right now and he does affirmations on that kids cartoon? It's awesome.
Oh my gosh, I need to check that out. We need to find the link for that. I need to watch
Yeah,
that.
there's a bunch of TikTok videos of adults rocking out to this affirmation rap. It's awesome. Go check it out. Take time for relaxation exercises. I take a bath once a week. That is part of my relaxation exercises. Heather, what do you do for your relaxation exercises?
I think my favorite one is probably getting Reiki, or
Yeah,
even being at home and getting Reiki,
yeah, yeah.
because it solidifies the boundary that I'm worthy enough for someone else to show up to help my energy. I love it
Mhm.
so much. I like started a 6-week program and didn't quit.
Still going, 8 weeks strong.
Yeah, still going.
Using visualization and mental imagery. If you ever come to our office, underneath our desk mats, I have these clear desk mats. We have a bunch of, it's like a dream board underneath our desk, and we have these things
It
that we
started
look
out
at
as
every day.
actual dream boards, but then we just keep adding things to it. Good sayings, nice cards that people give us. You know, it's really that we each have this collage of amazingness
Mhm.
underneath.
Yeah, it's pretty
It's
cool. We
cool.
should actually clean off our desks and take a picture and show you guys. But
We should. I also have above my desk at home, I have my affirmations and that I'm already worthy. And then it's a whole collage, and I can see how this is already playing out in my life by sitting in gratitude. I can see my success is homemade, right? Like all those things remind me every day, I got this. I don't
and
know if we do this last one. I mean,
reading and study. Oh my
we
gosh.
never do that.
Always learning and growing. And I'd like to throw a shout out to my husband, who is listening to some positive affirmation type podcasts for men currently. He was
That's
telling me about them.
exciting.
And I was like, yes, I'm rubbing off on you, even just a little bit.
That's awesome. That's way better than the men's room. I'm so glad to hear that.
Right. So,
So we should, if we could get a couple links from him, I would love to drop that in too, to share because, you know, wives, we want to share with our husbands or boyfriends or significant others that prefer male energy, right?
mhm. Yeah, yeah.
So,
Um,
and remember, this is a practice.
it is. It's always
So
a
you
practice.
got to be kind to yourself because you're practicing every day how to do this. This was not ingrained in us culturally to do every day. The reason why we all have the itty bitty shitty committee is because our culture as a whole, that's what it gives us.
Mhm.
That's why we all have this. This is why it's a parallel journey. This is why we could say that we're on a parallel journey because, as we stated in Louise Hay's philosophy, we all have these things we're dealing with.
Mhm.
We
And
all
women,
don't feel we're worthy. We all don't feel like we're enough. You're not alone.
and women especially have to deal with more judgment, more self-abuse and judgment than our
And
male
shame.
and shame. Because we are taught through imagery, commercials, and everything else that we are not enough. We're
Mm.
supposed to look a certain way. You know, we're supposed to be, um, feminine, weak.
Mm. We're so not.
We're not. I am a pretty strong chick, let me tell you. And a lot of the things that I do physically and I know how to do with like tools and things like that, it's very masculine. I can work on my car,
Yes, you
basics, oil changes and things like that. But it's not a feminine trait to do that. So, can I throw a challenge out there to you guys? Learn something for yourself this year that is a traditionally masculine thing to do. So if you don't know how to change your oil, learn how to change your oil.
I can reset the hot water tank.
Sweet, right? And that's all this, home repairs and maintenance and things like that are traditionally masculine roles. However, as women, we need to understand that we are capable of these things too, even though society tells us that we're not. Okay? You are. You're smart, you are strong, you are beautiful, you are capable. Boom.
Wow.
Are we ready to read?
Yes, we are ready for our stanzas. Is that what we decided it's called?
Yes.
So at this time, I encourage you to take some deep breaths, put both feet on the floor. If you're driving, please don't close your eyes. But if you want to, just close your eyes and really take in these words.
In the infinity of life where I am, all is perfect, whole, and complete. I support myself and life supports me. I see evidence of the law working all around me and in every area of my life. I reinforce that which I learn in joyous ways. My day begins with gratitude and joy. I look forward with enthusiasm to the adventures of the day, knowing that in my life, all is good. I love who I am and all that I do. I am the living, loving, joyous expression of life. All is well.
All is well
in
my world.
Thank you for joining us for this week's Mindset Monday. We love you. We can't wait to see you again next week. Namaste.
Namaste. Mwah. Stay tuned for more information about the cause of the quarter. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And now networking. We help these young women transition from high school into college. And ours is a unique program because we are helping them each year of college till they get that bachelor's degree or go into their chosen career. And so that mentorship goes on through college and actually after college, because what we have is we have 2 phases in our program. And that first one is getting them through high school to college to their career. And once they're in their career, they're a now member forever with a free membership. And we have mentors in place, business coaches that help them to learn the essential skills to run an effective business. And so the mentoring goes on, the relationship goes on, and I'm sure that they will eventually also be mentors to the new kids coming into our program.
We take the mystery and pain out of social media consistency for your business, giving you back time to shine in your zone of genius. Social media is the new branding. It deserves its own attention, thought, and effort. Yet so few businesses actually take this seriously and invest enough time on their strategy. We can do it for you at an affordable rate that will fit into your budget and allow you to pursue other revenue channels as well. The hardest part of social media management is keeping up the consistency to be seen and know what to post, when to post. Are you ready to have everything ready to go for you, saving you time and energy by not having to do it all yourself? Still getting your message out so that people get to know you, like you, and develop trust while opening yourself up to more time for the business of your business where you shine. Working with Women in Leadership, BSMB LLP, is a unique experience that bridges the gap from face-to-face to virtual relationship marketing. Not only do we love to help you shine on social media, we love to share tools to help you grow with us, body, soul, mind, and business. Check out our podcast and YouTube channel for Mindset Mondays, Social Media Training Wednesdays, business interviews and special topics on Fridays, and weekly readings on Sundays. To schedule your consultation or podcast interview, head to our website, www.womeninleadershipbsmb.com. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you get our weekly readings on Sunday, our podcast, Mindset Monday, social media training with Heather on Wednesdays with a live Q&A, and guest interviews and special topics on Fridays. Thank you for joining us. Find out more and schedule with us online at www.womeninleadershipbsmb.com, where you have a spot at the table. Thank you for joining in on the fun. Be sure to like and subscribe for more.